Marcato has created what I think is one of the more sophisticated yet easy to use extensive database systems. It's a really smart interface with as much data as you can have on your musicians, stage plots, ticket prices, ticketing, flights, hotel bookings. It's like this. It's like a massive administrative office, and they've created this in the most usable format I've ever seen in my experience so far in this industry.
We've only been using it for a year, and I honestly don't know how we coped before we started using it. It's made such a huge difference. Our artists no longer are panicked if they can't get a hold of us when they're on the road, because they can go online and find all the details they need. It's made a massive, massive difference to us, and if it stopped working tomorrow, I really don't know what we would do.
I came home just to visit my folks and ended up having a jam with Slow Coaster, and that turned into living here for like 5 years. It's when I was touring with them that I started to take a bit of a leadership role in sort of the tour management stuff, which evolved into management. And it was doing that, like, you know, managing and looking after all these bands, that I started to realize just, you know, how much there was in terms of logistics. I felt there had to be a way that it could be done better. And, you know, talking to other managers and other people out in the business, when you talk about, you know, what would you say if I had this tool that meant you only had to enter data once, and artists would stop calling you and emailing you looking for their schedules, right? And everybody I asked that to said, well, yeah, I would pay a lot of money for that, because that would be really great. It's one of those businesses where you need to spend a whole lot of money before you make any money. We've got some projects that have gone through Nova Scotia Economic Development for bringing in consultants to help us with certain problems and challenges that we've had. The initial InnovaCore win really helped us, and then the voucher program as well, you know, was really helpful for us, because we're doing a lot of scientific research and whatnot. So, you know, we've gotten a ton of support, both locally here, just in Sydney and in Cape Breton, but also right across the province. As long as you have an internet connection, you can bring this up. But, you know, that was it when we first started. The challenge was, you know, I'm not online all the time, but that seems to be quickly resolving itself. I mean, I use it for my telephone. I rarely make a telephone call, a long distance call, without it having being some sort of voice over IP. For me, like, the internet, the power may as well go out, you know? It's like when there's no internet, it's like a giant storm has hit and the whole entire world is just shut down. It is accessible pretty much any, you know, I've traveled around Nova Scotia a lot, and I found a huge improvement in the last couple of months in accessibility.
Completely only possible with high-speed internet. I've had a few people trying in the countryside to work on dial-up, and they've gone out and actually gotten high-speed internet, because when you see those tools work for you, it changes how you do your business, and it simplifies everything, and I think that's what we're all looking for.
It's been 1 year, and I really can't remember how we managed to do it. I think it was just a lot more phone calls, a lot more double checking than we have to do now. You know, twice as much effort to accomplish exactly the same thing.
It's been great for us. It's a really great time. Just seeing the direction and where internet has gone and is going, in a lot of different directions we can go with the software. You're definitely going to see in some form or other us come out into other industries in the next little while.
Thank you, folks.